the portal additions that the Razorbacks have made on defense make them a very big threat in the SEC next season. A defensive tackle, you got Hunter Osborne and Zadavian Sims. Sims coming over from Oregon. I really like the defense tackle room. Razorbacks this past season did not have as much depth there, so that definitely hurt them. And you go to the edge. You got Quincy Rhodes coming back. Was projected to go first round in the NFL draft if he declared, but he is coming back for the Razorbacks. And then you got Jamonte Waller from Auburn, great edge piece, with Charlie Collins probably being the backup for one of them too. So I really like the defensive line that the Razorbacks are putting together, and I think they will be a real threat on defense next season.
Yeah, and just Hunter Osborne and Zadavian Sims, obviously defensive tackle. I
Yeah,
think we
yeah,
both agree on that. One thing I'm going to say, and then I'm going to roll through the linebacker group, is our offense was so good last year. So if you have any sort of defense, the Razorbacks are a totally different squad. I think that they've made the necessary changes to the defense. I hope that what they brought in on offense to complement the guys that stayed is enough.
yeah.
But defensively, I think that that's where they needed to make the biggest splashes, and I think they did. Moving into the linebacker room, Arkansas is running a 3-3-5 this year, so it's going to be a little bit different setup than we're used to seeing. We're not going to have two defensive tackles. So moving into the linebacker group, we're going to have a jack, which is a stand-up end almost. They may run it different ways. They may not always shed it to one side, especially on passing downs. But regardless, I think the jack position is going to be Steven Souls.
Yeah.
He's kind of a hybrid edge player. Who's going to be able to get a lot done there. At Mike, which is going to be the strong side linebacker, I got Bradley Shaw or Kamori House. And whoever doesn't start there, I think will be the will. And the will can either also be Ben Bogle. Will have an opportunity transferring in from West Virginia. So what are your thoughts on the linebacker group?
Yeah, and then you also got Phoenix Jackson from Baylor. I like Bradley Shaw. The Razorbacks retaining Bradley Shaw. I think that's a great pickup with going getting Kamori House, Ben Bogle, Steven Souls. The linebacker room is very deep and very good. Uh, let's go back to the defense tackles real quick. Obviously, you said we're running one defense tackle, but you also have David Oki coming back, Trajan Odom from Ohio State, and then Carlin Jones from USC. So great depth pieces there on the line. But looking back at the linebackers, I really like the linebackers, and I think they will exceed well this season with the defense. And like you said, if Razorbacks had a defense this season, it would have been 8-4, 9-3. And so I like the depth that the Razorbacks are going and getting, and uh, I think that will have to continue.
Yeah, man. You had to do this. You had to have a total splash on defense. You were hopeful, probably as a Razorback fan, that there wouldn't be a ton of pieces retained from that defense, that you'd
Yeah,
probably just clean house and start over. Even though that's difficult to do, I think defense probably is. You could probably grab more guys on an offense and throw it together and it work out. Maybe other than the offensive line, but defensively they have to be able to learn how to play together.
no
So
question.
I'll be interested to see how it works out, but I'm very excited about the talent that they've got, especially moving into the defensive back room, um, where we've got Jaheim Joker Johnson from Tulane, who was a very talented player, probably going to be our best cover corner next year. He's probably going to be the guy you see try to lock down every team's best receiver.
Yeah.
And then Lakai Rowland, who came in from Maryland. Both are very talented corners there.
Yeah, great depth pieces. Johnson will be your cornerback, and you could see him playing in the league in the NFL in the next few years. He's got that much talent. I think Ron Roberts is doing a great job getting the right pieces for the defense. A little bit of depth in the cornerback room, as we'll get to that, but also Braden Lee coming back or coming from Maryland as well, and Shelton Lewis from Clemson will be a big piece. He was kind of hurt this year, I believe, and so his stats weren't up to date as well. But I think the cornerback rooms are definitely improved from last season.
Yeah, and I got Shelton Lewis and Braden Lee handling the nickelback position. So the nickelback position is basically like the inside corner. When you got two receivers on one side, it's going to be the guy that drops down and covers the inside or the slot
The
receiver
slot,
there.
yeah,
And then strong safety and free safety. I don't know exact. I can speculate. I don't know exactly which position these two guys will play, whether it be free safety or strong safety, but I do know that it's going to be these two guys that are going to play those positions. I've got Stoutmeyer from Colorado as one of your starting safeties, and Christian Harrison, who transferred in from Tennessee, who's going to lock down that other safety position.
Yeah, Harrison's coming. His dad used to be an All-Pro cornerback in the NFL, so look great. And then you have Singletary from this season coming back, and so he adds depth, but I don't think he will get the start. So I think that is a great depth piece. Overall, the defense is shaping up extremely well, and how Razorback fans should have hoped it will. Um, we filmed the offense a video yesterday and posted yesterday, so make sure you go and check that out. I think that will be a great combination, offensive and defensive, for the Razorbacks to start winning games in the SEC. You got a very difficult schedule next year, but a lot of home games, so Razorback fans have to show out in Fayetteville.
Yeah, man, and there's going to be a lot of excitement built around
No
uh,
question.
this team, this coach who is hungry and working hard, and I still don't think this is the end of the transfer portal class. I think after the spring period, one of the positions that I think that we need a little more depth at is going to be that safety position, and they're going to learn more about the offensive line too. I think that you may see another transfer on the offensive line, but I'm tickled with who they've got. I just think that you might look at some more depth pieces, and I could be totally wrong. Would willingly be wrong, by the way. um,
No
but I'm
question. I think obviously they went away with the transfer portal after spring ball, but going and getting those players now, they can play after spring ball. That's what we're talking about. So, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and go check out the offensive video.